All right, guys. Looks good. Thanks for joining today, guys. Hope took us a little bit longer than usual to get on, but we're on. We're here. Streams not dropping any frames. Happy Monday, guys. Monday, October 27th. Hope everybody had a good weekend. What we're doing today, I'm working on a throwback short right now. Throwback based on the two teams that are playing tonight, and then we might work on a former squad prediction short. People are liking our last former squad predictions short. So, we'll do another one of those. Our case was bolstered over the weekend. I mean, we're not going to be able to tell anything till playoff time, but get into it. I'm trying to make a fun short today. Good morning, Elena. Seems like a lot of improvement since we were last together. I'll show you what I've been working on. We have a couple challenges today that, that's what we're going to take on. So the game tonight is Chiefs versus the Commanders. So we're going to do a throwback short onto one of a new appearance, making their first appearance on the former squad, Tony Gonzalez. Now, I saw this was something that Algo shared with me, this video that we're going to use as a cold open. And I got to just continue to keep thinking of these things that Algo shares with me as opportunities for recreation, whichever one you want to call it. So I'm thinking it's going to be kind of similar theme to the Mookie Betts short. You'll see. Well, I already started working on it. I had this idea, but not fully fleshed out. But let's start working on it. We're already into it. We've got a couple problems, but they're challenges that we will face. So this guy, who was some actor on Modern Family, was interviewed, and he said Sofia Vergara used to date Tony Gonzalez, which, we're not so into the whole relationship drama stuff about this, but I just thought it was a good way to introduce Tony Gonzalez.
She goes, I used to date a cheat.
So he's retelling the story on a podcast. What's the name of the podcast? I'll shout him out. The Farmer something like a Farmer podcast. So she retells the story of, apparently they're talking about her dating history. We're not so into her dating history as much as we're into the cold open or Tony Gonzalez dating history. So if you want to help me handle how we show that, we're just using the story as a cold open to introduce Tony Gonzalez, who we will say, I will show you guys. That's going to be the on-screen cue. Best tight end maybe I say tight end instead of TE in NFL history. Tony Gonzalez. Now, I'm not taking a shot at Travis Kelce, but Travis Kelce being on the Chiefs, that might be another level of making this video interesting, because we're saying that Tony Gonzalez was the best tight end in NFL history, not Travis Kelce. Now, Travis Kelce is a top 5 tight end. We are live now, Clark's Flower Shop. Yes, we are live. Took some time to get on this morning, but thanks so much for joining, guys. What we're working on this morning is making a Tony Gonzalez short, which we're going to use I saw this cold open. Here, I'll play what we got so far for you guys.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
So what we're going to do is we'll swell music in the background, and then after that cold open phrase drops, the music will drop, and then we'll start showing maybe 10 seconds worth of highlights of Tony Gonzalez, maybe showing him looking really cool. He's now an analyst. Had just an incredible career. 17 years in the NFL. We'll go over his numbers. I had them up earlier. I mean, the guy was an all-pro like many times. 17-year career. I didn't realize how long he played for the Falcons. Like, I'll show you guys. You just don't see. This is amazing longevity. He started almost every game for 17 years in the NFL and was an all-pro like all these different times. So, and figure nobody else is going to be making a Tony Gonzalez short today in the style that we are making. So that's what we're doing today, guys. Thanks for joining. So we're going to start clipping together. He was ranked number 45 all-time on the NFL's top 100 players that they released in 2010. Now, Travis Kelce probably would make it on that list the next time they do it, and so would Patrick Mahomes and a whole wide variety of other guys that are playing today, but this is the list we got. So part of the problem that we're going to be dealing with today is we've already got the captions in here on this video, and I haven't been able to find another video to use. But I don't want to just show this guy. Like, I don't... What's his name? I'm going to get you guys on CapCut. You're not even on CapCut. Thanks, Elena. Spilling coffee everywhere. Hope everybody had a good weekend. This should be a fun short to make. So let me know what you guys think of what we should lead in with the intro. Like, it's not we'd like to have a visually appealing or visually catching opening 3 seconds, because that's what's most important in terms of the fast swipe dopamine era. So I don't know if a picture of her does that, and just as I don't know if a picture of this guy, which I'll look up his name because I don't want to be calling his name out without knowing his name. Eric Stonestreet, who was a co-star of Sofia Vergara's on Modern Family. But we're just, like I said, I'm not so interested in the who's dating who angle. We're just using this as a way to grab people's attention and tell people the story, in our way, tell people the story of Tony Gonzalez, who we're going to say is the best tight end in NFL history. And so what we like to do is we'll write these captions, these on-screen cues, and then what's important for us to do the rest of the short is to back up the cues with the receipts. Make sure that people see that Tony Gonzalez was the best tight end in NFL history. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to load people's brains up with work that they might have to do. If that's, I know it's counterintuitive because when you think about the doom scroll and like these short videos that you see so much of, you think they're mindless. But what we found is that dopamine is a chemical that signals that there's work to be done. So we like to start our videos by signaling that there's work to be done, by having some type of on-screen cue. And that's what I've noticed. I think I've gotten away from that. Not 100%. Like, I still do it in the background, but I've been thinking, like, we haven't been getting as many views recently. Maybe I should go back to doing more of the on-screen cue, or at least thinking about the on-screen cue more. So that's what I started thinking about when I said best tight end in NFL history. And I think so we just got to make sure that on-screen cue comes across, that we grab people's attention in the first 3 seconds, and that we deliver on the receipts. Excuse me. So that's the goals for today. That's what we'll be doing. If anybody has any comments or suggestions, let me know. I thought it was a pretty good cold open. Guys. Let's go, guys. Got up to 9 viewers there for a little while. Let's go.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
So then we're going to cut into the Tony Gonzalez highlights. I like this highlight, but I don't think we're going to use that one. Maybe I'm thinking we show a video of her dancing or something. I think that's better than just a still image of Sofia Vergara. But I like the added implication, like Sofia Vergara and Taylor Swift versus, or Sofia Vergara and Tony Gonzalez versus Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. So he's one of the best tight ends of all time. That's what the NFL, this is from their video. They made a great series of the top 100 players of all time in 2010. And that's what we use for a lot of our content. Tony Gonzalez was also a great college basketball player. Probably could have played professional basketball. And it was just like a consistent tight end. Like the best in the league for like almost that whole time. Like Antonio Gates was in there. There were some other good tight ends, but he was the best. Maybe I like showing different stuff. So that he threw it was like not a flea flicker, but like a lateral pass, trick play. I don't know what was going on with my internet earlier, guys. I'm sorry it was on a little later than usual today. But let me know what you think about the do you think that's a good cold open? I think we got to show him as a basketball player. Because, like, when the Algo decided to share this video with me for some reason, you know? You like the cold open, Elena? It's not, I mean, it's like, why else was I seeing this video? The Algo thought I would like seeing this video, which was, it's like a 30-second, I mean, this guy did a whole podcast. Eric Stone Street did a whole interview on the Like a Farmer podcast, but this clip went semi-viral. It clearly got to me. And I figured, hey, we might as well use it as a cold. But, like, none of those clips then went into, like, a Tony Gonzalez edit. So that's what I figured we could do. But I'm thinking my comp is like similar to the Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, Michael Jordan. I swear it's not Rage Bait short that we made. I actually made that off stream, but it's one
She
of.
goes, I used to date a chief.
So one of the problems, like I said, is they've already got this. They've already got their captions, and I couldn't find another video to use, so we might have to like mix and match with the captions, but I don't think people are going to notice. I don't think it's going to make that big of a deal. I don't know what font they're using. I got to get better at recognizing fonts. I'm thinking the red glow for the lettering, kind of because of the Chiefs.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who?
You see the problem I have with the mixed captioning that we have going on here.
She goes, I used to date a chief.
I don't think that bounce out can be. I don't think the bounce can be the.
She goes, I used to date a chief. She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez. She goes, I used to date a chief.
We'll figure that out. So we're going to be swelling music in the background. I think I like including the clip of him as a college basketball player. So they go through all the great titles. This is Trent Green, who was Tony Gonzalez's quarterback for a long time there in Kansas City. And I like showing these short clips. I've been finding one where the jersey, we can read his jersey, but they kind of already say Tony Gonzalez. So I don't know if we really need that. And I like, again, I like saying things that are like true, but not fully true, if that makes sense. Like true, like an opinion almost. Like Tony Gonzalez being the best tight end in NFL history. That's something that is true, in my opinion. But somebody else could have a different opinion, and what they could say could be true. And that's differences of opinion, or that's what drives conversation. And that's what we're trying to do here, guys, is we're trying to drive conversation, but in a positive way. That's why we're sticking to sports. A lot going on in the world, but with sports, we can stay positive and focus on the positives in sports, because people might focus on the negative stuff, but we like to share a positive message. And, I mean, you could say that we're going into people's dating histories. That's not necessarily a positive message, but that's not what we're doing. We're sharing a positive message here, being Tony Gonzalez being the best tight end in NFL history. He played in an era before these edits were a thing. So we'll give him his due. We'll give Tony Gonzalez his due. I think it's a good premise. I thank you, Clarks, for saying that. We got to find, I'm thinking some different clip for Sofia Vergara.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like,
can we change that color?
she goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who?
I'm trying to find the one they used, because I know it's one of them.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
What I didn't want to do is, like, we got to have Eric Stone Street saying this, but maybe we could if we cut out his captions, he's not on screen for very long.
Who?
Maybe we just cut out his captions, and then we can do all of our own captions, and he'll only be on screen for like a hot couple seconds. We'll minimize. We'll figure it out.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony.
So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll just, in order to keep the captions the same, we might visually edit it a little bit. And that's what we're doing. That makes sense. I'm thinking for former squad predictions, guys, we're going to go to the NBA. We're going to say, well, one, I'm going to check the odds, but I think we're going to say Victor Wembanyama is going to win MVP and lead the Spurs to the finals. I saw Stephen A. Smith, who, hey, it'd be awesome to have a career like Stephen A. Smith. He said that the Spurs can go to the conference finals. We're going to say he can win and Wembanyama can win MVP and the Spurs can go to the finals. Take it one step far. I mean, Stephen A. Like, you're saying conference finals, you might as well say finals. They really got a chance to go to the conference finals, and then now I didn't. To be fair, I didn't watch what Stephen A. had to say. I just saw the headline, thumbnail. Click, but I didn't click on it. Didn't get me on the CTR. But I'm thinking that's the bold prediction we go with. We'll say Wembanyama will win MVP and the Spurs will go to the finals. Because I believe they're 3-0 and Victor Wembanyama is looking insane. Insane. But we might work on that tonight. Yeah, so he's already second to win MVP, so that's not that bold. We could say Edgecombe's gonna. That's a big jump. VJ Edgecombe on the Sixers. They're basically already saying that Wembanyama will win Defensive Player of the Year. He's like the prohibitive favorite. He's got some insane amount of blocks. And we could also go a step farther. Yeah, so I think it's. I mean, it's almost. It's not really that bold of a prediction anymore. But yeah, they're 3-0. They're looking insanely good. Victor Wembanyama's looking insanely good. Plus, it'll give us a chance to show some Victor Wembanyama highlights. So that's the bold prediction. We're going to say that the Spurs and Victor Wembanyama will win MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and the Spurs will go to the finals. I mean, I think that's a bold prediction. So that's what we'll work on tonight for when we're back on at 7 o'clock. I like to make bold predictions on Mondays. So that's what we'll do. But for now, we'll keep working on this throwback NFL Top 100 short that we started this morning. Oh, shoot. That's why it took so long, guys. My bad.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
And then we'll hit him with some Tony Gonzalez highlights. Makes perfect sense to me. Like I said, we're going to probably find a different clip of Sofia Vergara, maybe one where she's dancing or like just anything visual other than just a still image in order to grab people's attention. But this is in reality a Tony Gonzalez edit. It's not. We're going to take it that step farther and show the Tony Gonzalez receipts. We're also calling him the best tight end in NFL history. Not a shot at Travis Kelce.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez.
Just got to be a little.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like,
so yeah, this is we'll split. What I'm gonna do here is I'll split these two clips. That way I can manipulate.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy. Gonzalez.
Why does that not have the same animation? Sorry, we'll figure out a good animation for the captions.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez. She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
Yeah, I think it's going to hit pretty hard as a cold open, guys. We'll have the swelling music in the background, and it'll drop right there when she's like, when he says Tony Gonzalez, dummy. And then we'll start showing some Tony Gonzalez highlights, and it's going to be awesome. And the highlights are going to back up the fact that he's the best tight end in NFL history. Let's see if I can find something on YouTube or some short clip of Sofia Vergara that with some motion to it. Hey, I mean, some of these Sofia Vergara shorts have millions of views, so it's our first Sofia Vergara short too, as well as first Tony Gonzalez short. All right, guys. So we're making our Tony Gonzalez short with the Sofia Vergara dating story
She goes,
cold
I used to
open.
date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
What are we thinking so far, guys? Do we like the look of this? Clarks thinks it's a good premise. Elena likes the cold open. Are there any must-see Tony Gonzalez moments that we're not including? I mean, the short, it's pretty... It's I'm thinking it's good because if we start out by saying best right out tight end, okay, that's a very good suggestion. I was thinking that too, Elena. I just never got around to it.
She goes, I used to date a...
Does that pop enough?
She goes, I used to date a chief.
That looks silly. Which, I mean, this is kind of silly. But I still think it's going to be good.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
All right, so we wrote out tight end. You guys have any other suggestions at the moment? It's almost a little hard to see him with all the red in the background, you know? All the Chiefs fans. I think we have to show these ones though.
One-on-one match.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
Hello, Ryan from New Zealand. Thanks for joining, man. Welcome. Welcome in. This morning we're doing a throwback short to Tony Gonzalez, calling him the best tight end in NFL history, not taking a shot at Travis Kelce. Just calling Tony Gonzalez the best tight end in NFL history. That's our on-screen cue, showing how we make our videos live here on stream. So we have a cold open that we're using, which is from a interview on the Like a Farmer podcast with Eric Stonestreet.
She goes, I used to date a...
Sofia Vergara's co-star from Modern Family. So that's how we're introducing Tony Gonzalez.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
Maybe.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
And it's just going to hit a lot harder, guys, once we have music in the background, too. It's just going to hit a lot harder. It's going to be great.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy. She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
So I'll have to put a keyframe in here just to. No, well, that looks great.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy. She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
I like that clip of him grabbing the catch and falling. I'm thinking we should show him as an announcer too. What are your guys' instincts on that? Elena, if you're still there, you got any edit suggestions? How do you feel about the direction of this video so far today? I think end with him as an announcer, like in a suit or something. What do you think about the clippage so far? Like, do you agree that we should like maybe I do a different video of her, or should I do this guy the whole time? You know? I'm thinking we're going to end this short around like right where I have it, like just under 15 seconds. The one that I have as the first clip? You want the first clip to be Tony, like first overall? Okay, but you're okay with like having her in the beginning? I think you gotta show the guy, Elena. That was my instinct too, but I think you kind of have to show him because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Well, I mean, what do you think? We can see, but I just thought it wouldn't really make sense if we didn't show him at all.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
Maybe I could show her like being at like award shows or like late night TV interviews, and then I might not have to show the guy, you know? Like her sitting down for a late night interview, her like waving at the red carpet, and then cut to this. I mean, this one's okay. This pic of Tony
Gonzalez, dummy.
Like that one's good. Maybe try without them, meaning without who? Them being who? Yeah? Oh, you're saying yeah to what I just talked out. All right, I'm going to take a 1 minute break here. I'm going to take a 1 minute break here. You can watch what we got so far. I'll be right back.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
All right, you're saying, yeah, my bad. You couldn't even. My bad. My bad, guys. My bad. It's all right. Thanks for coming today, guys. I'm thinking we should show. All right. All right. Think I got a decent one, guys. This is a clip from her on Jimmy Fallon. She tells some joke that gets Jimmy Fallon out of his chair. Which yeah, we'll just show her. She like cracks a joke. But we only need like a couple seconds. Gotta show her crack in the actual joke, right?
Oh, you know what? It's probably the safest place in our.
Uh oh, guys. Yeah, we should be better. My bad.
She goes, I used to date a chief.
Maybe we can.
I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
Is that better, Elena? Guys, what do we think? I'll
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez.
I don't know. It kind of looks weird, doesn't it? With the captions. Maybe we have to do different caption. We might have to do different captions.
She's like, Tony Gonzalez. She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy. She's like, she goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who?
Maybe we. Does it make more sense if.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez.
Does that make more sense? I think it doesn't. Makes more sense to me.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who?
That way it makes it seem like she's saying it. But if we show it the whole time, it kind of doesn't. You think what I just did right now, like the whole thing, Elena? Let's be. Do you think which do you think is better? This makes more. What we have right now. Thank you. All right, that makes. Like.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
No, I don't think I split this right.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez.
There's some weird flash going on here, guys. Maybe I add a transition.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy. Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez. She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
Let me show. And again, this is going to hit a lot harder when there's some music behind it.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
Who said I could fish here? I don't get that reference. If you could. I like the username though. All right.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony. Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
Not that one. Not that one, guys.
Tony Gonzalez, dumb. Tony Gonzalez.
Something like that. Rolling for days. Yo, B-Ball, where you been, bro? 11:45 recap. We've only been on for an hour. Like, had mad problems this morning getting on, but we're on now. Second straight stream over 100. No, second straight morning stream over 100 views. We've been getting over 100 views on the morning streams now. So that's huge. Doing a throwback for the game tonight. We got Chiefs Commanders. So mountain of pings. I feel you, bro. I feel you. I'm sure everybody wants a piece. I'm sure they want a piece. So that's why we did the Tony Gonzalez short today. Plus, the algo gave me this video where Eric Stonestreet introduces Tony Gonzalez in a way. So we decided to use that as a cold open today. No, I don't think Travis Kelce's hurt. Is he? Oh, he might not play. I don't know. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. So they're engaged. Do they have they set a date yet? Does anybody know? Have they set anybody get the invites yet? We're probably not going to be too high on the list there. Yeah, she might run onto the field. I don't know. Hype train pulling a little late. Let's go. B-Wall snags the #1 crown. Appreciate it, B-Wall. Elena, Clarks, everybody. Rolling for days. Took an appearance. We had Ryan from New Zealand earlier. But, all right, help me edit this. Help me edit this, guys. Because we got to release this. Our channel. We're getting most of our views from lives now. Our lives get more views than our shorts. It's like, what's going on? Not actually, but soon.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez.
No, that's not the one I want.
Tony Gonzalez, dummy. Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
And then we show some Tony Gonzalez clips to back up our receipt. Best tight end in NFL history. This is not a Sofia Vergara short. It's not
She goes, I used to date a chief, and I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez.
I'm seeing that everybody's loving this color combo. I'm seeing it in a whole bunch of shorts.
Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
I kind of like the shimmer. Is that craziness? Yeah, where did Rolling for Days go? He just dropped in and said, "Who said you could fish here?" I don't know what that even means. Where'd he go? You like the shimmer? I feel like it's on brand. I feel like the captions are okay.
She goes, I used to date a chief, and I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
That's maybe got to be a little bit shorter. Maybe we just speed it up because it's in slow-mo. Remember the days where I would make everything the same length, guys? Maybe I go back to doing that.
She goes, I used to date a chief, and I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
We gotta throw some coloration or something on this. Something to make it pop.
She goes, I used to date a chief, and I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
That's a little bright. It's almost like you can't even read that. Yeah, maybe not a glow. But that might be
She goes,
good.
I used to date a chief, and I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
Yeah, I feel like, and then just like the last clip of him smiling as a announcer. The chat is over Sophia. Oh my god! I don't even know what you're talking about. This is our first Sofia Vergara short too. I'm like, I don't. What are you talking about? The chat being over Sophia. How did I celebrate what? It was National Tight Ends Day yesterday. Do you want me to show him hit the ground, Elena? I mean, I can. If you think that's necessary. Yeah. People. B-Wall's pissed at the chat on your screen. I'm like, I didn't even get it at first. Yeah, no, yeah. First Sofia Vergara short. Is this our first female appearance in any short, Elena? You can go back. Go back and look. As this the first time there's on screen? I'm trying to think. Have we had any women on screen before? I don't think we have. I'm pretty sure this is the Taylor. Oh, good point, Elena. Good point. Taylor. We have had Taylor on screen. Very good point. Taylor? Anybody other than Taylor. First of many. B-Wall, you're out of control right now. I don't think we've had any besides Taylor. Marie Antoinette and Boleyn. Besides Marie Antoinette and Boleyn, Taylor Swift, I don't think we've had any. But do you guys like the clippage? Would you change any of the clippage?
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy. She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
I don't know. I almost want him being hitting the ground to be implied. We don't need a super long clip. You know? That's my instinct. Show Sophia. Zoom out? All right, I'll zoom out a little bit. I'll zoom out for you guys. Is that better? B-Wall, this is why you're not a moderator. I'll make you a moderator again, dude.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
Yeah, I mean, we could show him hitting the ground, Elena, but I don't really like. I feel like that's the filmmaker in you wanting to see that instead of the dopamine architect, you know. But I hear you. I think I hear you. Zoom in on Tony's smile. Yeah, well, we've heard it a billion times this morning. Thank you, Time Extreme, for the comment. No, Elena, don't delete that. Leave it. It's all right. It's all right. Time Extreme. Listen, bro. We're trying to send a positive message here. I don't know what's going on in your life, but we're here to send a positive message. So, you're welcome anytime. You're welcome back anytime. The mod deleted your comment, which I appreciate. Because we are trying to send a positive message, but hey, you think you want me to get a job? I mean, listen, I've been grinding my whole life, bro. And I know you've probably been doing the same. But now what I'm doing is we're sending a positive message. Your comment would not exist if I were not doing this. And this conversation would not exist if I weren't doing this. Exactly. Jobs, I could clock in. I've been clocking in my whole life. But now I'm clocking in for myself and for other people too. So I appreciate the comment. Time Extreme, you're welcome anytime. This is fun for me and for a lot of people too. So the mod deleted your comment. I appreciate the comment. And you can do anything, Time Extreme. You can do anything your mind is set to. Me, I'm trying to build a media empire, sports media empire. You know, is it ridiculous? Yeah, definitely ridiculous. But, like, should I go back to working at a golf course or a restaurant? Like, I'm gonna... Yeah, I hear you. I mean, look. And I think what you triggered was a deeper conversation. So thank you. You did trigger that. And that's why I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Let's go, Time. Let's go. Time, please hit subscribe, though. Please hit subscribe, Time, if you're still there. You're welcome anytime. Please hit subscribe. That way, I might not have to go get a job. That way, I might not have to go get a job, Time. I know you want me to go get a job, but... Listen. What I mean, I'm doing this for the people. Okay? I'm not just doing this for me. Believe it or not. This is not just for me. Thanks, Time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Clarks, we're just sending a positive message. That's all. As really. Yeah, and I'm with you, Time. I'm with you, and that's why I believe I have an opportunity here. Like, we're sending a positive message. We're all about the love. We're not about war, but we're from the trenches. And I'm pushing everybody to follow your dreams. This is my dream, believe it or not. You know, it might not. It's working out. I could say it's working out because we're having awesome conversations that would not happen without me doing this. Give Time Extreme the #1 crown. 100%. Thank you, Time. 49ers? Is that your team? People. Yo, B-Wall. B-Wall. That's out of line. That's out of line. All right, so Time. I'll tell you what we're trying to do here. I'm trying to make sophisticated brain rot. I'm showing. Are you a Dodger? I guess you're out in California. Maybe that's why you got here was my Yosemite hat. But, and we're gonna leave Sofia Vergara on screen for now. But, yeah, I mean, we're most of the fans of the former squad right now are based in Philly. So we're Philly fans, so we're not the biggest Dodger fans. But your boy Yamamoto is insane. I mean, I would. Thanks for joining, Time. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments. So downtown LA, Kobe or LeBron? Is that even a question? It's like, is that even a question? Probably not. Yeah, the Japanese players that the Dodgers have right now are insane. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to annoy you guys by replaying this stuff over and over again. I'm just trying to be transparent and show the brain rot as we make it. Like, this is brain rot with a soul, Time. That's kind of one of our 45 minutes to get 7 miles. Yeah. I feel you. Traffic and taxes. Well, thanks for joining today, man. I really appreciate it. Can I drink a morning beer? I could if I choose to, but I choose not. I'm choosing to drink coffee. We start out every day with the scripted part, which is I down a whole pot of coffee and usually end up taking like 3 or 4 bathroom breaks a stream. Try to make all the time. If you check out our channel, all of the everything we made for the most part. I mean, sometimes I make stuff off stream. Which game we talking about? The 49ers game, or not the 49ers game? The Chiefs. No, he means what Nietzsche. The baseball game? There's a baseball game on tonight, isn't there? I'll be following the baseball game. I'll be following the football game. I think game 3's tonight. Right? Time would know. Yeah. Jays versus Dodgers. Yeah, I'll be watching. We got Scherzer against Glasnow. I believe. That's also a former squad opportunity. Yeah, Nietzsche. Yeah, Time. Let me address that comment, Time, we are kind of like, if you remember ESPN Classic, ESPN shut down ESPN Classic. Mostly sports, yeah. We're like ESPN Classic mixed with a modern YouTube stream. Like, we do focus on more nostalgic content from time to time. Like, we do throwback shorts. Like, that's why we're doing a throwback Tony Gonzalez short this morning. Because I came across an interview where he was mentioned that he used to date Sofia Vergara. And I like to think of now these things that when I see stuff, when the algo gives me stuff, now I think, oh, we can remake that our own way. So one of our we have a lot of different founding principles. One of them is like good artists copy, great artists steal. Good artists copy, great artists steal. So we're stealing a whole bunch of content and making it our own. The former squad, we like to focus on former squad matchups. Like, that's why it's called former squad. Like, people going up against their former squad. That's the OG concept. The OG concept is like, you have that little bit of extra added emotional drive when you're up against somebody, your old team. Or, you're going to go see your old coworker, or, somebody you used to date is going to be at the party or something like that. Former squad. That's like the energy. It's like a mixture of nostalgia, hype, but then like brought into modern times with the hype, dopamine, and we like to be inspirational. We're never negative. Try to not be negative. Try to always be positive. Spread a positive message that everybody can do anything that you set your mind to, and that you try, and just show up. If you keep showing up. So that's what we're doing. We're showing up every day. Weekdays for now. Probably going to start showing up weekends too, but I mean, live on stream. But that's our little aside. Thanks for joining today, guys. We do have Scherzer up against, I think it's Scherzer Glasnow tonight. And Scherzer was on the Dodgers, but not for a super long period of time. So it's not really quite a former squad matchup. Elena's got the number 1 crown. I think Times probably got Times probably got a crown, and Clark's has probably got a crown. All right, we are going to no longer be paused on Sophia.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
And then we show. So what we're trying to do is We're saying Tony Gonzalez is the best tight end in NFL history.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
And so that's when the music's going to drop. Show Tony Gonzalez make a couple great plays. I'm thinking no blurred background on this one, guys. B-Wall said me text Sofia Vergara too distracting. Dude. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out there, but that's funny. Maybe we just leave that on. Yeah, we don't need that on screen the whole time. Do we need best tight end in NFL history on screen the whole time? Maybe not.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
Then we're going to show him as a basketball player, because that makes sense to me. Don't worry, B-Wall. Your crown will be back. Your crown will be back. B-Wall, you got any ideas from the playlist for this? Let me know.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
Then we show Tony Gonzalez highlights. And this is going to have some sick music on in the background too. And then probably final clip will just be him in a... I still got to get him as an announcer.
She goes,
Make Sofia the better? What do you mean make Sofia the better? When you say more, I thought you said make Sofia the better. More Sofia the better. B-Wall, this is our number one viewed stream, but this is like a daily thing. This is the second straight morning stream that is the most viewed stream of all time here in Former Squad history. I mean, we got 120 views. I'll take that any day. Ooh, very good, Elena. Perfect. We'll do perfect. Perfect, Elena. The other crown bearers are maybe on other streams right now. Which I mean, hey, they stuck around for we got time. Time was here for a good bit of time, and hopefully time comes back. I think he will. And Wallenberg too. I hope Wallenberg comes. We were in the middle of the discussion with Time, and Wallenberg was asking about the baseball game. We are going to talk about the baseball game. I do kind of like, we talk about predictive errors. Like, you think you're going to see one thing and then see another. And so I do think having Sofia Vergara as on screen in the beginning will be good for the predictive error. Like, people are going to be like, what's going on? But I'm going to watch, you know. as demonstrated this morning, just having Sofia Vergara's picture on stream is going to bring in the viewers. So, should bring in some views, I'm thinking. But we got to get a clip of Tony Gonzalez. We got to... No, you don't have to be sorry for... No, Elena, you don't. No, I get it, and you're trying to protect me and all. I get that. But no, if they use profanity, you can delete the comment. If profanity or... You know, if there's it's nothing to apologize for, Elena. I totally get it, but I thought it was a good opportunity, and it was. And we got up to 297 subscribers thanks to Time. No, it wasn't, because everybody knows. I mean, it's all good. It's all good. So, we're like ESPN Classic, if it were still around, born in the algorithm age, with a soul, not owned by a major media franchise. Major media that's meant to divide and not unite. So I'm looking for a Tony Gonzalez announcer clip. Just something... He's a studio analyst for Prime at this point. Probably are going to call the stream at... You want me to drop the voice? Yeah, exactly. He's doing it on purpose, though. He's imitating Sofia Vergara's voice. I don't know how... I can try. You want, like, nails on a chalkboard. I can try. Is that... It's just extra annoying to you because you've heard it, like, you've already heard it a billion times this morning. Jeez. Tony Gonzalez made an appearance on the New Heights podcast, and he didn't put himself in the Mount Rushmore of tight ends. He didn't, but we will. The Bo Vincent Jackson. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. We'll have to do something like that again. We'll have to do something like that again. Time plays Fortnite, I'm saying. I just subscribed to his YouTube channel. He's a Fortnite player. B-Wall, we're going to have to get in on that with Time at some point. Binaural Booch 16. Love that you've got that on lock, bro. All right, I'm looking for a Tony Gonzalez analyst. Elena's saying zoom in on Tony's smile. That's funny, Elena. Probably. It used to be, Elena. That was my username. I didn't make that username. Somebody made it for me. Elena, you can delete that one. B-Wall's prior one. I'm just kidding. No, that's nobody's username. It is a shout out Kevin Barnard. He was the one who came up with that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess Microsoft just changed it for me. It was too I don't know. What's the word? I guess Antonio Gates dropped. Well, we gotta show him. Can't believe this was a poor instinct of mine. We gotta show him dunking on the goalpost. Well, at least we caught it before it's over. I don't know if he popularized this. We can look into the history at some point, but I think that this is going to make more sense for a progression. Are you guys on? What are you sending? What text are you sending? Oh my gosh. Are you like Yeah, that's why we got Sofia Vergara. Let's go. Clark's with the number 2, and I bet Time's got number 3. Or Wallenberg. No, it's Time or Wallenberg. You can see I got a gash across my face, but I'm doing okay. Let's go, B-Wall. All right, I'll play it. Okay, I will, Elena. I will. I just want to... Can you see this? Can you... How does it look on your screen? Maybe I'll make my... I'll make... This is... Really want to drive up the views? We're going to make... Sofia bigger, me smaller. I still gotta play a background. I still gotta put a. There you go, B-Wall. B-Wall's loving it. All my fan.
She goes, "Are you?"
Oh wait. Oh wait. Okay.
She goes, "I used to date a chief," and I'm like, "Who?" She's like, "Tony Gonzalez, dummy."
I like the going him as a basketball player to then him as a dunking on the rim, and then we'll just show him as an analyst, and that'll be the last clip. What do we think of the clippage so far, guys?
She goes, "I used to date a chief," and I'm like, "Who?" She's like, "Tony Gonzalez, dummy."
And we'll be playing Tay Kenosi. It's a very trending song with a really hard drop that will drop right about here. Great call on the Tay Kenosi, Elena. I'm liking the... well, one, we got to put our we got to slap our logo in there. We got to slap our logo in there. We got to find a clip of him as an analyst. And we'll line up the music. I can do that. I'm going to do that off stream. Because we haven't played it yet. But thanks for shouting that song out, Elena. That was big. Because I might have forgotten it. All right, we'll say Tony Gonzalez throwback. We could hold this for... no, we'll play it. We'll drop this today. Like I said, could hold it, but we're going to drop today.
She goes, "I used to date a chief," and I'm like, "Who?" She's like, "Tony Gonzalez, dummy."
And then we make a Tony Gonzalez edit. We like all this clippage, guys. We're thinking the one we used with the Munoz short B-wall. Pause. Or something like it. I love matching ending clippage. Do you want to just end it there, Elena? Do we not need him as an announcer? Should we just call it right there? B-wall, Elena, what do we think? I mean, we could keep throwing more clips on there.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
I almost think it's better if we don't. If we just end it there. With him dunking on the rim. You want to try it as an announcer? I just haven't. I know you want more clippage, Elena, but like, remember, we're trying to maximize. No, you're right. I mean, it's just like when. I hear you. It's a balancing act, though, Elena, between more clippage and versus like getting our point across. You know, like. Which our point here is he's the best tight end in NFL history.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
You want more clippage? Maybe footage of him from the Hall of Fame. Yeah, in the first and second clip, like that's a catch and that's a catch. And then that's a dunk and that's a dunk. Like, that's plenty. In my opinion, that's plenty.
She goes, I used to date a chief. And I'm like, who? She's like, Tony Gonzalez, dummy.
So we got 2 catches, Elena. Evil, you're out of control this morning, dude. It's not even morning anymore. Alright, guys. We're probably going to call the stream here today for now. I'll be back on at 7 tonight. I'll continue editing this. I'll see if I can find an announcer clip. You do like it? I like it too. I mean, I think it's pretty good. I think it's good. Thanks for joining, guys. We're going to be back on at 7 today. We'll be releasing, in the meantime, we'll release this short that we are almost done with. I mean, all I'm going to do is add the music to it and like maybe add an announcer clip at the end. But like you see, obviously you see most of it right now. And then, thanks, B-Wall. I mean, it's made a lot better by you joining. Obviously, shout out to Clarkson, Elena, and all everybody. But, you know, obviously we love having you here. Exactly, Lena. That's why we're going to release it. This is going to drop today. This is going to drop in the meantime. I'm not going to stop work. I'm just going to call the stream here just so I don't have to run to the bathroom, you know, like whole bunch of stuff. But and plus there are 3 people in here right now. I think it's you, B-Wall, and Clarks. So, I mean, I love you guys watching so much, but like the way that our spikes have been working, it seems like we spike in the beginning and then once we're on for long enough, it's like the rando views like kind of stop trickling in, you know. So I'm not saying, yeah, bio break time, everybody. Oh, thanks, Clarks. I love you. I love you. All right, have a great rest of your day, guys. I'll be back on tonight at 7, and yeah, look for this to be released. In the meantime, it's not Elena. It's Voldemort being Voldemort. Like when you guys were saying it was 8, it was actually 4. I mean, we have had a lot of viewers today. It's true. We're at 146 views on stream. It's the most that we've ever had. But you all definitely deserves a crown. Brought the energy back. All right, but thanks for everything, guys. Enjoy your Monday. I'll be back on at 7. And yeah. Peace, everybody.